A surgeon made fun of my penis while I was awake on the operating table. So this happened about 10 years ago when I was 32. I'm a pretty big guy, like 6'6" and 250 pounds, built like a linebacker. I had to get surgery on my calves because of these nasty varicose veins that were really bothering me. Nothing serious, just an outpatient thing. When I showed up for the surgery, the nurse told me to strip completely naked and put on one of those hospital gowns that opens in the back. Now here's the problem. Those gowns are made for normal-sized people, not giants like me. When I put it on, it barely covered anything. I looked like Donald Duck walking around. You know what I mean. Shirt on top, nothing but legs, and junk hanging out below. The nurse led me into this freezing cold operating room and had me lie down on this metal table. It felt like laying on a block of ice. They gave me local anesthesia in my legs, so I was completely awake for the whole thing, just numb from the waist down. Then they left me there for like 10 minutes while they prepped everything. I'm laying there buck naked on this freezing table under these super bright lights, feeling anxious as hell about getting cut open. I was shivering from the cold and the nerves. My whole body was tense and I kept thinking about how exposed I was. Finally, the two surgeons walk in. I'm trying to stay calm and not move around too much. The nurse says to them, anesthesia was given, patient ready. The first surgeon walks over to the table, looks down at me and says, wow, big guy and such a small penis. The second surgeon actually laughs. I literally said out loud, what? That's when I hear the nurse panic. She goes, oh no, you have the wrong patient file. This one isn't the fully sedated one. He is awake. Both doctors just froze. Complete silence. I said what again because I couldn't believe what I just heard. They didn't say a single word to me after that. Not sorry, not we made a mistake, nothing. They just started the surgery. The entire operation was the most awkward hour of my life. Nobody spoke except for medical stuff like hand me that or clamp here. You could have heard a pin drop. Just me laying there while they ripped veins out of my legs, knowing they'd just insulted my junk to my face. I kept replaying it in my head, wondering if I should have said something, wondering if I should have just gotten up and left. But I was in shock and already on the table and I needed the surgery done. When they finished, they exchanged some quiet words with the nurse and basically ran out of the room. They wouldn't even make eye contact with me. The nurse looked mortified. She helped me get dressed and kept apologizing even though it wasn't her fault. I ended up laughing about it afterward because, I mean, they weren't wrong. But the whole thing felt like a scene from a bad comedy movie. Two professional doctors just casually roasting a patient they thought was unconscious. I never went back to that practice. I got a different doctor for my follow-up appointments.